Hi Libra, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are well. I've got a reading for you for the period of the 23rd of June all the way through to the 30th. Sun's moved into Cancer, so quite an emotional time. Lots of focus on home, I think. Where is home? What does home look like? What does home feel like? And what should it feel like? How should it be for you guys? And really just sort of a time to sort of snuggle in with a loved one and really be affectionate. Establish sort of connections with people that really make you feel like home. Who is your home soul tribe? What do they look like? Who are they? On the 26th of June, Mars will be going retrograde in Aquarius. I think you will find that that's a real sort of period that is focused on ingenuity, teamwork, how you can work in a team, how to take the singular concept out of team. Do you know what I mean? We've got Mercury going into Leo on the 29th, and that is going to feel like a real over-the-top time in terms of communication. Like, if you find yourself involved in a little bit of drama around that time, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think it's all quite genuine and good-hearted. That is too many cards. Right, okay. Moon goes into Capricorn, so another reassuring time of keeping things very sort of level-headed, business-orientated, not to take things too personally. If things find themselves being quite cold and matter-of-fact, I think go with it as opposed to try and change it into something else. I think you will find a lot of your interactions around the time of the full moon will be very sort of matter-of-fact. But, you know. Right, so. How many cards do I have? Right, so. I have the Six of Pentacles. I have the Five of Swords in reverse. I have the Five of Wands in reverse. Very good. I have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. And I have the Ace of Wands. Libra. Six of Pentacles. Giving. Balance. Knowing of oneself. Okay? And conducting oneself from a higher level of awareness. When I say that, this is obviously quite a moralistic, well-dressed, generous member of the gentry. He has a scale in his hands and a top hat on his head and a giving smile on his face. This is a real sort of persona I think you guys should take on. And I think try and embody it more than it being just a case of like, I'm only faking this. Become generous with the things around you. Generous of love, generous of spirit. Be generous with your smile, with a good mood. I think what it may be a reminder of for you also is to maybe come back to yourself, Libra. Balance. Where have you not been balanced? Where do you feel like you can now really open yourself up to coming back to yourself, Libra? I think with the Five of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse, which are both cards of like high conflict. These are both high conflict cards, and them being in reverse for me really is quite significant, because as we're entering into Cancer season, you know, a lot of conflicts. Cancers aren't really, they're not signs of known for their conflict or their fiery passion. They're quite snappy, but you know, these aren't cards that you would represent of a sign being ruled by the moon. So with putting that to sleep, Libra, with putting that to rest, why is it then that we have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords both here? This for me, it's death, isn't it? It's the run up to something ending. It's the run up to something being done and over with. Sorry, it's the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords, not the Nine of Swords. My apologies. It is that self-imprisonment, that holding yourself back from, you know, by blindfolding yourself and not being able to move forward for it. And instead of going through the 9, you've gone straight to the 10. It's like this self-imprisonment has almost led to like a complete KO. Whatever the situation was, I think that it needs to come to an end. Libra, you need to get out of this self-imprisonment, and you need to stop allowing like things to come at you. Like it needs to stop, Libra. Ace of Wands. For me, this is so assuring. What is at the bottom of the deck? Okay, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. That was what was missing. And then I have the Justice card. And the Six of Wands in reverse. I think you feel as if it was a matter of you losing on a celebration, a victory, recognition, praise. Libra, you're very much present, be it under the deck, in your reading. But I want you to see this week, moving forward, as a burst of sunshine. I want you to see this week as a growth period. The Ten of Swords, it's already here, this process that has led to sleepless nights and paranoia and backstabbing, blah, blah, blah. Like, we're done with the arguing. We're done with the jovial behavior. Okay? We're done with that now. Libra, come back to balance. Find some balance, okay? Be one with yourself. Pursue pursuits of pleasure, okay? Pursuits of pleasure, new adventures, new passion, new drive. Create it from within yourself and come back to yourself, but an upgraded version, a better version. You will find that this period isn't a horrible period. If anything, like, there is so much more affection and love and a dreamy, airy energy, especially with Neptune going in reverse. Try and avoid delusions. Try and avoid things that you know you're lying to yourself about. Libra, connect with yourself. Connect with yourself. Connect with your elements. I think you're really going to need to get out of your head now and put the swords down, because it is really quite detrimental to everything else in life. Libra, let yourself breathe. Let all of this stuff going on in your head, just let it come to a quiet your mind. Sometimes all that mental pressure and all those mental swords, that stress, can really do a lot more damage than it can good. A, to the situation, and B, to our bodies. Libra, make sure you're eating properly. Make sure you're taking care of your diet. Make sure you are exercising. Really focus on teamwork. I think while Mars is in retrograde in Aquarius, focus on bringing your tribe together. Focus on teamwork. What lifts your spirits? What can you do around people to really just lighten you up a bit? Go speak to your friends. Libra, I wish you a beautiful week. I will see you guys next week. Take care of yourselves.